Hi everybody, it's me, Curry T, and in this video we're going to be talking about this question: where is my manifestation? Why isn't it here yet? Because I really know how frustrating being in that place can feel. I've been there many times and so many of my clients have been there, and very often I get comments with people asking me, where is my manifestation? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Well, just a spoiler alert for that question there, you're not doing anything wrong, as I always say, but we're going to dive into this a bit more, and hopefully you'll leave this video feeling more peaceful and more trusting of the path that you are on, okay? So before I jump into this video, I would like to let anyone know who would like to go on a deep dive and inner transformation from the inside out, which is where we create the world from that we live in and experience and our perceptions from. So if you'd like to do a deep dive into yourself over a 6-week period, my Conscious Creators Masters Academy is starting again on the 1st of August, and it's half the price of the 12-week version. Okay, so if you are interested in doing this, you can actually find all the information on my website, where you'll see what's included in the program, including guest speakers, community, really interesting presentations on topics and guidance on actual practical tools that you can use to change yourself from the inside out. And these things have changed my life and changed many of my clients' lives too. So if you'd like to dive into this program with me, I would love you to be part of this small community that we're going to create. If you're interested in it, you can email me or you can just book a place on my website. I will leave all the information in the link below. Okay, so why is my manifestation not here yet? And very often I get asked this question from people who have been absolutely diving into all of the techniques and the things and the visualizations and all the manifestation techniques that you might have learned about, and you're doing. And what happens when we do a lot is that we expect a lot. So the two kind of go hand in hand, don't they? And then we create this frustration because we're doing, and then we can experience this burnout of, I'm doing everything, I'm giving everything to this, but nothing's happening. And I don't know if I can trust that it will happen. And it feels like a really uncomfortable place to be, because you've got two parts of your mind. One part of your mind is saying, I trust in the unseen. I trust the manifestation is real. I trust that I can do this, that I'm powerful. And then on the other hand, you've got this devil on your shoulder saying, this all might just be a load of rubbish and I might be wasting my time, and I don't know if I should give up, and I just don't know who I am anymore because I've just put so much energy into trying to manifest this thing. And often I see this the most, and I have experienced this the most myself, when people are manifesting a specific person. I think because there's so much attachment and feeling and wounding coming up from the past that we want to resolve. It's like an itch that we can't scratch. So what I want to say to you is this. Listen to this analogy. You might have heard it before. If you were driving from point A to point B, and maybe it's a long journey, and you've got a rough estimate of how long it's going to take, but you don't know, because you don't really know how much traffic there's going to be, if there's going to be any unexpected events, any road diversions or anything. You don't know, but you know that you're going to get there in the end. So you drive along, and then if for some reason it was taking a long time, you would not get out of the car and go, oh my God, why are we not here yet? I don't understand why we're not here yet. It's taking so long. You wouldn't get out of the car and do that. You just keep going. And yes, there may be a diversion. You might have to go a different route to what you planned. You never predicted the route that you might have had to take, but that's the route that you've got to take, and you know the destination. But you just keep going, you keep driving, you keep living. Okay, so this is an analogy that really helps me whenever things seem to be taking a bit longer than I might have expected them to. So for example, right now, we're looking for a new place to live, right? And it's taken a lot longer than I thought it would. There's lots of seemingly unexpected obstacles that have come in the way of finding the right place for us to live. But I know that we're going to find the right place to live. I know it's going to happen, and I'm not going to get out of the car and go, why is it not happening yet? But I do deeply understand that when you've been investing, in these mental rituals and visualizations and techniques and things, and you've been promised from YouTubers and people that have given you reassurance that if you do these things, then you will see results. And if you're doing this way, then that's why it's not happened yet. And I just want you to drop all of that. Just drop all of it and trust your life. Trust your life circumstances, and also trust that if you are feeling like, I want to let go, but I can't let go, and I don't understand why I can't let go, and I'm stuck in this feeling of frustration of knowing that I'm a bit obsessed with this and wanting to put it down, but not being able to put it down, that's just where you are at the moment. And maybe you're not ready to let it go, and that's also okay. You know, I believe that our bodies are so intelligent and our minds are more intelligent than we know. There is an innate, magical, spiritual intelligence that's guiding us all the way through the process to our desires, right? And we don't understand it all, and we never will. We'll never understand the creative process fully. I don't think in our human form we will ever really fully, completely understand it. But in that, I like to just hand it over, right? And trust that if I can't let go of something, if I'm in a feeling of attachment and frustration, and I know that I actually could be somewhere else emotionally, I could be in a state of freedom and liberation, but I'm not there. That just means that at that moment, I'm not there. And I can think and try and work out how to get there and watch as many YouTube videos as possible. But actually, maybe I'm not ready. My body isn't ready to let go. It doesn't feel quite safe enough yet. I haven't experienced the things in life that I need to experience just yet for me to let my body do what it naturally wants to do, which might be let go, okay, and release the attachment. And then often when we release the attachment to things, that's when things happen. The only thing that I can think of, I was talking about this with a client earlier, with releasing attachment, is novelty and change, and creating change in your life by doing things, doing new things, spending time with other people, creating hobbies and habits and positive things for yourself that make you feel like you're not just this manifestation. It's not just about that. There are other things going on, so that you've got other things to think about and other things to focus on, and there's novelty and there's change and there's forward motion in your life with this newness that you can create and seek out. That's really helped me to move forward. Not immediately, you know, these things sort of take time, but in my opinion, sometimes a manifestation hasn't happened yet just because it hasn't happened yet. Doesn't mean that it will never happen. It just means that that's where you are in your life right now, and that's okay. And things are still unfolding in perfect timing, even if part of your experience is being in this place of frustration and I don't understand. That's part of the journey too, right? And you can just be with the experience until you are ready to release it. We can't, let go when we're trying to let go. That's the friction and the conflict that we feel. We know we want to, and we're trying really hard, but in trying really hard, we're also preventing and avoiding ourselves from actually doing it. So really, my message for you today, if you're in this place of frustration and you're thinking, where is my manifestation? I just want you to say, I don't know. I don't know where it is. And I don't know why I feel like this, but that's okay. And I don't need to know. I don't need to know any of it. I just need to trust my life. I need to trust myself, trust my body will release these emotions and these attachments exactly in perfect timing when it is supposed to. And everything is aligning and realigning as and when it's supposed to. And in the meantime, connect with yourself, connect with you, your innate essence, the way it feels to be you. What are you doing when you feel most like you? Who are you with? What are you saying? How does it feel to be you in connection with yourself? When you're in connection with yourself, you're in connection with everything else. Every other possibility exists. And there's no rush and there's no pressure and there's just presence. And from being in the present moment, we can create anything in a trusting manner. But when we're very, very attached to an outcome, that's often when we're very stuck as well. So if you're feeling like that, know that it's completely normal. But in this video, what I hope that you get from it is a little bit of a release when I say that you don't need to know why this has not happened yet. You don't need to understand, and you are doing nothing wrong. Okay, so by ruminating and trying to figure it out, you're also preventing yourself from moving into a state of ease and trust and self-trust, not only in yourself, but in the world and life. And when you can actually cultivate a habit of trusting life, that is when life flows more effortlessly and easily, with less stress about the outcomes that your desires that you're wanting to create, because you trust that everything is actually always okay. Another thing that I'd always also recommend you thinking about is to really dispute your beliefs about things. So if you have some beliefs like, I'm not going to be okay if this thing doesn't happen, I'm not going to feel happy ever again if this thing doesn't happen, you have to dispute that. You have to remove the fear that's there associated with this thing that you want, because you will be okay either way. And so when we can remove the fear about what we're thinking about the attachment to this thing, and often it's, I'm never going to get my manifestation, I'm never actually going to be okay, I can't handle the emotions that I might feel if this doesn't happen, and I'll never meet anyone, or all of these beliefs that basically show you a lack of faith and trust within yourself to handle anything that life throws at you. And you can get a lot of evidence for the fact that you actually will be okay no matter what, given what you've already been through in your life. So can you dispute and find those beliefs that you might have and tell yourself, actually, worst case scenario, you will actually be okay, to take out the fear, because then the attachment to the thing will start to lessen as well. Okay, and then you can start to let go, then you can start to focus on other things, but it takes time. And if you're not there yet, if you're attached to the fear and attached to the outcome, that's just where you are, and that's okay. You don't need to force yourself to feel different than you do. I think in some ways we have to trust our bodies knows exactly what to do in order to create the perfect scenario, the perfect timing, the perfect feeling state for this manifestation, for your desires to unfold. And that involves sometimes going through a period of friction and confusion and conflict, which actually helps us to expand into the person and the people that we need to become in order to actually receive the things that we want. Okay, so whatever you're feeling is for you. Whatever you're going through now is actually happening for your benefit, and you can trust it. So I hope you've got some relief and some peace from this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like some one-to-one coaching, I've got about maybe, July, like 2 months left before I have a bit of a break, probably, for when this baby comes along. So if you'd like to book some one-to-one coaching, you can still do that at the moment. And if you'd like to jump onto the Conscious Creators 6-week version of the program, that is going to be a beautiful experience for everyone who decides to do that. I'm absolutely loving the program that I'm in now and the group that we're created. It's a really vulnerable, open, loving space for anyone who wants to dive a bit deeper into themselves and get some guidance with practical exercises that you can do to implement change from the inside out. And then obviously that is reflected into your world. So any questions, let me know. You can email me, you can send me a direct message on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.